First up tonight, the Drake fire. The Colorado Springs power plant is not generating any power tonight or for the foreseeable future.
A little after 9:40 this morning, flames and heavy smoke began pouring out of one of the buildings. 2 people were reported to suffer minor injuries.
The fire chief tells us firefighters are there right now and will be keeping an eye on it through at least tomorrow afternoon. The Drake power plant sits just off I-25 in Cimarron in Colorado Springs. KRDO News Channel 13's Jonathan Petramala is there right now getting new information tonight.
James, Colorado Springs utilities officials say this is a first-of-its-kind incident since what you see behind me was constructed back in the 1960s. Now officials are scrambling to try to come up with the missing 254 megawatts of power.
Delta 24, Engine 1, Truck 1, Engine 3, Engine 4, Truck 9, Truck 8, Hazmat 14, Decon 20, District 1.
So many units called out, the dispatcher nearly runs out of breath.
Delta 24, Engine 1, Truck 1.
Less than 2.5 minutes later, the first firefighters arrive and lay eyes on a breathtaking sight.
This looks like it's coming from the east side of the facility, although I can't see any of the main building right now. And we have fire showing out of the first floor and smoke all the way up to the 8th.
It took 2/3 of the city's fire units almost an hour to extinguish the main fire.
It went pretty textbook, outstanding job by the firefighters.
Amazingly, all 62 workers inside at the time made it out.
Were people running?
Absolutely, yeah. That black smoke filled unbelievably fast.
22,000 customers were without power for about a half hour, but utility officials say they're not worried about keeping the lights on, even with the largest plant in the city not producing power.
We're taking precautions just to start up our other power plants and to ensure that we can buy power off the grid if necessary.
The Ray Nixon and Front Range power plants are making up the difference, and the Birdsall plant has been fired up as well. But even utilities officials have to hold their breath to find out how long they'll be without Drake.
Until we can get inside and really take a look at what the extent of the damage was, we won't know what it looks like.
And utilities officials say it could be days, even weeks, before they find out exactly what sparked this fire. And they also say it's just too early to tell if customers' bills will be affected by this. Live in Colorado Springs, Jonathan Petramala, KRDO News Channel 13.